Hello everyone, let's continue our discussion with the operating system topic. The outline of this video is requirements of synchronization mechanisms. So there are 4 requirements to synchronization in an operating system: mutual exclusion, progress, bounded waiting, portability. We will also see in this video what is lock variable and how it fails sometimes. So let's continue. Now the requirements of synchronization mechanisms. The primary requirements are 2 in number: mutual exclusion and progress. What do we mean by mutual exclusion? It means if one process is executing inside critical section, then the other process must not enter in the critical section. One process is executing inside critical section, then no other process can enter into the critical section unless and until this process has finished execution. Now what is progress? Progress means that if one process doesn't need to execute into critical section, then it should not stop other processes from doing so to get into the critical section, right? The condition of progress tells us that if one process is not executing inside critical section, then it should not stop other processes from doing so, and it should not stop another process from going into critical section, right? This one is not executing in the critical section, so it should not stop in any way the other process from going into critical section. Now the secondary requirements are bounded waiting. We should be able to predict the waiting time for every process to get into the critical section. The process must not endlessly wait for getting into the critical section. That is, there should be a limit to the waiting, right? We can't let the process wait for to enter the critical section indefinitely. There should be a mechanism such that if it's taking too long, then the priority of that process should increase, right? So that it should not wait for the execution to enter into the critical section indefinitely. Now the next one is architecture neutrality. Our mechanism must be architecturally neutral. What do we mean by architecturally neutral? It means that if our solution is working fine on one architecture, then it should also run on the other ones as well. Architecture means you have different kinds of computing environments. Now what is a lock variable? It is the simplest synchronization mechanism. What is a lock variable? It is the simplest synchronization mechanism. It is a software mechanism implemented in user mode, right? There are 2 modes, user mode and kernel mode. So this one is implemented in the user mode as a software mechanism. A lock variable, locks, is used here. It has 2 possible values, 0 or 1. Lock value 0 means that the critical section is vacant, while the lock value 1 means that it is occupied, right? So if it is occupied, then no other process should enter into the critical section, and if it is vacant, that is lock value is 0, then any other process can enter into the critical section one at a time, right? A process wanting to get into critical section first checks the value of the lock variable, right? You check the value of the lock variable. If it is 0, you enter. If it is 1, you do not enter. If it is 0, then it sets the value as 1 and enters into the critical section, otherwise it waits. Moving on. Every synchronization mechanism is judged on the basis of 4 conditions: mutual exclusion, progress, bounded waiting and portability, right? Architecture neutral is portability. The lock variable mechanism doesn't provide mutual exclusion in some of the cases, right? It doesn't provide even the first requirement is not satisfied by the lock variable mechanism. Hence it is not a good mechanism to implement synchronization. It happens when one process who remembers the value of the lock as 0 is preempted and another process starts executing in the CPU. If CPU brings back the process P1 into the running state, then we have a problem, that is 2 processes are inside critical section at one time. Since this is the preemptive process, hence it returns back to the CPU for execution, and since it does not remember that another process is in critical section, since it remembers that its value of the lock is 0, right? It remembered that value of the lock is 0 and it comes back into the CPU since it is a preemptive process. Hence 2 processes are inside the critical section at one time, and it is against the mutual exclusion principle of synchronization. Hence this method fails at the first basic step and no need to examine further conditions. That is, you do not need to examine the progress, bounded waiting, etc. You do not need to check for portability, etc. since the first condition itself has failed, right? So lock mechanism is not a correct mechanism for synchronization, implementation of synchronization in operating system. If you found the content useful, then don't forget to click on the like button and please subscribe my channel for further continuation of this video series on operating system and other topics. You can check these videos out. Other topics also are present on this channel. Thank you for watching everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care guys.